Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Faith and it's kind of crazy, but my full-time job is selling clothing on resale marketplace apps like Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you everything you need to know to start selling on Mercari as a beginner, whether you are a hobby seller just trying to clean out your closet, or if you are actually a reseller and looking to cross-list, diversify, or just find another platform to start reselling on. If you watched any of my other videos on my channel, you will know that I have been talking a lot about cross-listing recently and the importance of diversification. And if you are kind of starting out and you don't know where to start with cross-listing or really just what platforms to sell on in general, this is going to be a great video for you. Thank you so much to Mercari for sponsoring this video. I've been using Mercari for about a year and a half since I started reselling, and it has been a great additional source of income for my business. Okay, let's get into it. If you're not familiar with what Mercari is, it's an online marketplace where you can buy and sell virtually anything. There are a few things you can't sell, which are kind of common knowledge things, but just about anything you can sell on Mercari, whether that's hard goods or clothing. I specifically focus on selling clothing on the app. There are a ton of reasons why I recommend Mercari to beginners, the first being just the ease of use. Right when you open up the app, you'll see that it is just super user-friendly and you're kind of prompted throughout the process. While you're listing, they give you what kind of categories you need to fill in and you just go boom, 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 fill them all out. It's super, super simple. Second, they have incredible buyer and seller protection, so you don't have to be worried about getting scammed or having anything go wrong with your purchase and you eating the cost. For example, if someone requests a return and doesn't send it back to you, or they do send it back and it comes back to you damaged or not in its original condition, you can submit your photos and everything to Mercari. They're going to review it and they will offer you reimbursement for that item so that you're not out that money. Next is the shipping. I think we all can agree that shipping on these platforms is probably the most stressful and confusing, especially if you've never done it before, you're brand new to selling on these kinds of apps. One of the key things about Mercari that makes it so easy is that they offer you prepaid labels, so literally all you have to do is print it out and slap it on the package. Also, if you choose to do the Mercari prepaid label, they do offer a $200 shipping protection, so if anything goes wrong in the shipping process, you are protected that way as well. If you're curious, I do choose to charge the buyers shipping. However, if you want to go down the road of offering free shipping, you certainly have the option to choose that as well. And lastly, and probably one of the most important reasons, is the platform fees that they take are very small compared to some of the other platforms. So when you sell an item on Mercari, they take a 10% platform fee out of your sale, and then in addition to that, there is a 2.9% plus 30% processing fee for your transaction. So you can kind of ballpark it to be about 13% that comes out in platform fees out of your sale, which is very reasonable compared to some of the other platforms. Okay, now let's walk through a listing so you kind of see how it works. So you're going to add your photographs. I highly recommend having high quality pictures. That honestly is the number one important thing when making sales. That's what's actually going to get buyers' attention and make people want to buy your item in the first place. So number one, if you're gonna do anything, is have quality pictures. That goes for any platform that you're selling on. Then you're going to fill out the title. Make sure you're using keywords like the brand, if you know the style name, the color of the item, any other descriptive features that you think people would be searching for. You add that into the title, and you have an 80 character limit, which is awesome. They did increase that recently, so I really do appreciate that. And then you add your description, again using keywords. Also make sure that you include anything that has to do with the condition of the item, if there's any flaws on it or anything like that. I also highly recommend filling out this hashtag section, so you hashtag keywords so that it's going to be showing up when people are searching for your item. Then you're going to add the category, super straightforward. You're going to fill out the brand, the condition of the item, and then the colors. For the shipping, you'll add where your item is shipping from. That helps Mercari calculate the shipping cost. Then you're going to, in my opinion, I recommend using the Mercari shipping. Again, you get that shipping protection and it's just super straightforward, especially if you are starting out. And then you're going to decide who's going to pay for shipping. Like I mentioned before, I do choose to charge the buyer shipping, but you can choose either or. Now we're gonna set your price. One of the cool things about the pricing on Mercari is that it does give you a range, like a suggested price, which I think is great for beginners if you aren't really confident with checking comps, which is comparable sold listings. So you can kind of see what people are willing to pay for this item. I think it is for the most part relatively accurate, but I think as you get more advanced, you can kind of set your own prices. But if you're a beginner, this is a great place to start when trying to figure out what to price your item for. I do also choose to use the smart pricing feature. So with the minimum price, I choose the price that I would want the item listed for, and then I just increase it a little bit for the maximum price, and then Mercari does its job and slowly decreases the price based off of how the listing is performing. So that is one way to kind of add strategy into your pricing in your listing. Some other sales strategies that I use are taking advantage of the promote listings function. So when you promote a listing to everyone, you are reducing the price to everyone that sees your listing, and in return Mercari pushes your item up into the search results, so you're getting more eyes on your listing. Now you do have a limit of 10 promoted listings per day when you are promoting to everyone, so I do utilize that every day, and I found that that has increased my sales. And then lastly, you could also do offers to likers, where you send a reduced offer to people who have already liked your listings. Now it has to be 10% less than the lowest offer that you have already sent out, but that is a great way to kind of open up a negotiation with your buyers and make your item look more appealing. Okay, now let's talk about what happens once you make your first sale. So you have 3 days to ship out your item once your item sells. I personally love using the free USPS shipping supplies, or sometimes I reuse supplies that are around my house from things that I have already ordered. I love to be sustainable where I can be. I also do purchase shipping supplies from Amazon as well. It is very cheap, so don't stress too much about getting shipping supplies to send out your item. Once your package is delivered, the buyer has 3 days to either accept the purchase or submit a return. Honestly, I don't think I've ever gotten a return on Mercari, so it's definitely not a common occurrence as long as you are very accurate in your description so that your buyer knows exactly what they're going to get once they receive it. If your buyer doesn't accept the transaction or give you a rating after 3 days, you are automatically going to get a 5-star review, which is awesome. Again, amazing seller protection. Once you're either rated or those 3 days lapse, you are going to get your money. You can either set up instant pay, so you get paid instantly, or you can set up direct deposit by entering in your banking information, and that will take a little bit longer, but it's personally what I choose to do. Honestly, the payments are very simple when it comes to Mercari. It works very similar to Poshmark payments if you are familiar with that. If you're looking to get started with Mercari, I do have a link in the description box, so definitely check that out and get started ASAP. Okay, you have money laying around your house, I know it. Definitely get this stuff listed and start making some money. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next week.